Dennis Rader, known as the BTK Killer, lived a seemingly normal life as a family man and church leader in Wichita, Kansas during the 1970s. Married with 2 children, he worked as a compliance officer for ADT Security Services. This facade of respectability masked his dark obsession with control and violence. Neighbors described him as quiet and unremarkable, unaware that he meticulously planned his crimes while maintaining his everyday routine. Rader's first known victim was the Otero family in 1974. For weeks, he surveilled their home, noting routines and vulnerabilities in a detailed journal. His stalking methods reflected his security job expertise. He knew how to bypass alarm systems and identify ideal targets. This careful planning became his signature, blending his professional knowledge with criminal intent. On January 15, 1974, Rader executed his first attack. He entered the Otero home through a rear window, wearing a mask and carrying a murder kit of ropes and weapons. The invasion followed his BTK methodology: bind, torture, kill. His security training helped him move silently through the house, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Rader's signature technique involved elaborate binding of victims using complex knots, a skill he perfected through scouting and naval training. He would often pose victims in humiliating positions, photographing them for later gratification. This binding phase gave him complete control, allowing him to prolong the terror, sometimes for hours before killing. Rader derived pleasure from psychological torture as much as physical pain. He would explain his actions to victims, forcing them to call him by his self-given nickname BTK. Some victims were strangled to near death multiple times before the final killing. This prolonged suffering became his trademark, with each crime more elaborate than the last. Rader typically strangled victims to death, often using their own clothing or household items. He later described the killings as anticlimactic compared to the buildup. After deaths, he would frequently rearrange bodies into sexualized poses and take souvenirs, usually underwear or jewelry, as trophies for his growing collection. Rader's security background helped him meticulously clean crime scenes. He would spend hours removing fingerprints and disposing of evidence. Unlike many serial killers, he rarely left DNA evidence. His trophies were hidden in secret kill kits buried around Wichita, a practice that would later help convict him when technology advanced. Between 1974 to 2004, Rader sent numerous letters to media and police, signing them BTK. These included crime details only the killer would know, poems, and even victim jewelry. His 1978 BTK acronym explanation letter became crucial to his eventual capture. The communications showed his narcissistic need for recognition and control. Rader served as a church council president and Cub Scout leader while committing murders. Colleagues remembered him as strict about rules, even as he broke society's ultimate taboos. This Jekyll and Hyde existence allowed him to evade suspicion for decades, with his community standing providing perfect camouflage for his dark compulsions. Rader's downfall came in 2005 when he asked police if they could trace a floppy disk. They could. It led to his church computer. DNA from his daughter's pap smear, obtained via subpoena, matched crime scene evidence. His arrest ended a 31-year mystery, proving even the most careful killers can be undone by technological progress.